I could do two things at once, bro. What are you talking about? What am I reacting to?
One second, bring it up. And, all right, quote. I expect to be an all-star, 100%. And I expect MP to be there that weekend, too. In the stands. End quote.
That ain't real. Who said that?
See for yourself.
Bet, say less. He's getting outscored tonight.
You think maybe he wants you thinking that way? You know, thinking get you off your game, or?
Vander, it really doesn't matter what he thinks. He's getting outscored.
She said I do stuff in the gyms nowadays. Pretty cool stuff. We work early on them too. Well, I'm off to Belgium. I got a 7-footer there who's all kinds of comparisons.
Out to my man MP, dude, you did it. Took home the chip. I'm proud of you. I know you worked hard for this. Congratulations, bro.
MP, if he was worried about going up against an undefeated team in the NBA Finals, and he laughed. I've been defying the odds my whole life, he told me. I love being in this situation.
MP is on fire, bro. Most points in a playoff game ever. That's crazy.
I'm hearing that the chatter about MP angering his teammates and coaches by guaranteeing a sweep is very real. Not only is this team dealing with some serious chemistry issues, but apparently MP has been told by the front office to stop recording videos in the locker room before games. It'll be very interesting to see what on-court impact all of this has moving forward. MP's new basketball anime debuted at #3 on Nielsen's top. A remarkably gutsy game from MP as he shakes off injury to lead his team to a series-clinching victory. I'm told the team is not worried about his status moving forward, and MP himself
Game time, MP. Game time.
What's up, MP?
Hi, everyone, and welcome. We bring you a regular season game with extra importance. This is Game 3 of the NBA Cup, a vital group stage contest. And tonight, we've got the Minnesota Timberwolves playing against the Dallas Mavericks. This is Brian Anderson. I've got Tim Legler and Grant Hill at the table with me, and Ali LaForce covering us courtside. Well, a chance to check out some stats for him.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
And now, Dallas' starting group. Davis and Lively, the lengthy combo inside. Kyrie Irving out there with Max Christie. And it's flag in at the 3. And for Minnesota, Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Washington out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Dillingham in at the point guard position. What a huge game in the Cup tonight. Both of these teams 2-0. And a win tonight is a giant step towards the knockout stages, Grant.
Well, remember this, BA. The first tiebreaker is head-to-head record. So if you win this one, you get that. I expect a really intense game.
Well, MP has told us that being an all-star is important to the way he wants to lead his team. And he's made it a goal to show everyone that he deserves that spot.
And so far, he's backing up his talk. You'd be hard-pressed to find a player at his position who's meant more to his team than MP. If he keeps playing at this level, I can't imagine he won't be in the starting 5 on All-Star Weekend.
Now here's Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Here's Washington. Outside McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Oh, and a fast break for Dallas. And Davis slams it home.
And there's the power Davis gives you up front. He is a terrific lob partner.
Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. And here's Christie. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Davis with a screen on Edwards. Christie against Gobert. Outside for Davis. Three-pointer, no good. And here's Minnesota now. It's an understatement to say they're on a roll. They're coming in on a 15-game winning streak.
And it has been a lot of fun to watch these guys. It looks like every team they face is trying to end this big run. I've been on both sides of a game like tonight's, and I'll tell you, it is tough to keep a streak going. There's a lot of pressure.
Knocks down the triple.
Irving stretching out the defense and showing us that signature range.
And the Mavericks have stressed the importance of defense to winning at the highest level, Grant.
Yeah, BA, they felt that fortifying the team at that end of the floor would get them closer to contention. And look at them. They're making some bold moves there along the way.
Now here's Irving. He played a great game against New Orleans. This one for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Outside McDaniels. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Washington's shot is good.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Here's Davis. Oh, it's blocked by Washington. Outside Edwards. And Washington with the basket on the assist by Edwards. Washington's got 8 points. And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. It's a 5-point game. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
And guys, those road games are never easy. They had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
They were so precise with their execution. They didn't make many mistakes on either end, and that took the crowd out of the game.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Pass to Flag. Back to Christie. Irving for 3. Washington grabs it. Miss.
He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie Force.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. We briefly discussed Anthony Davis and what he wants his team to do against him, and Coach said to make him into a jump shooter. I think if we can make the majority of his shots jumpers and keep him away from the rim, we should be in good shape. Easier said than done, but we'll see what happens. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Washington. What a tremendous game he played against the Lakers. And Washington powers it through.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Mavericks trail by 7. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Kyrie still getting to the rim at will, even after more than a decade in this league.
Now here's Washington. 10 points for him. Pass to McDaniels. And it's going to be a 3-second call. We're at about the midway point of the group stage. A peek at where things stand in the NBA Cup.
Yeah, while there's still some time to make up ground, you have to make your move quick. There just aren't many group games left.
DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Dillingham. And Dallas with a change here, too. Russell is checked in. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting 33% in the first quarter. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Trying to find a way to get some easy buckets. You don't want to just think you can shoot your way out of it.
Randall, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Clarkson comes in for McDaniels. Thompson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Davis. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And he was outstanding getting to the line and converting.
And at 6'10" with almost a 7.5-foot wingspan. Is Anthony Davis better at the 5 position, Tim?
Well, B.A., he's versatile enough certainly to handle either spot, but he's made it clear he wants to play the 4, and given his injury history, I get where he's coming from.
Minnesota again missing.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Russell deciding where to go with it. From downtown, up again. It's good on the putback.
Wow, that is just great work, and he got rewarded with that tip-in.
The 3 from Washington. Thompson pulls it in. Mavericks trail by 3. Outside Irving. Lively with a screen on Edwards. Here's Irving over Edwards. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, we get to see future Hall of Famer in Kyrie Irving tonight, Grant. What's his best skill?
I'll be honest, B.A. I've never seen a guard finish like Kyrie around the rim. He makes really difficult buckets look too easy.
And Minnesota making a change here. Brown's checked in. Dallas also making some changes. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Lively. And Flagg subbed in for Klay Thompson. And Washington powers it through.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. The shot by Russell, no good.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
DiVincenzo. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, B.A. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
Now here's Anthony. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. That one's good for 2.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Reed, a screen on Davis. Washington passes to Reed. That one goes in. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
Now here's Anthony. 15 in his last outing, and he gets that one. Davis has got 6.
Hey, I know AD can step outside, but when he operates around the hoop, it really breaks down a defense.
Reed passes to Washington. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one falls for Washington. Randall, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And so Washington nails both of them.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Down low. Here's Davis. Hauled in by Brown.
What a contest. That looked like a guaranteed bucket.
The 3 from Washington. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. To the paint. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Russell. Give him 8.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
It's reflected in their assist totals. This is a great start offensively.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. A pair of first overall. Picks of the front court. Flag and Davis. Cole Anthony out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Gafford in at the center position. And now about a third of the way into the season. You think it's too early to talk about awards, Grant?
You know, B.A., it depends on the award, if I'm being honest. MVP and Rookie of the Year, that's way too early. Well, you can begin to see the guys who are in the running for Most Improved or Sixth Man.
And Legs, you look at this Mavericks roster, tremendous size up front.
Yeah, Brian, they've got great physicality up front, and that's what the league is allowing these days. So they've got the personnel to play some bully ball.
And keeping us updated from the sideline.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Anthony outside. That one's good. This game is all even. Anthony's got 5.
Yeah, if you give him that much room, he's usually going to connect.
Washington passes to Randall. Launches a 3. And Washington good for 3.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And for Dallas, they're shooting the ball at 43% from the field. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Robinson, he's checked in for Clarkson. And Dallas also making a switch. Christie's checked in for Anthony. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Pass to Christie. Here's Davis. Here's Flag outside. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
You're leaving. Leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
DiVincenzo, pass to Washington. And here's Brown. Back to Washington. And Washington powers it through.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Here's Russell. Uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, defenses try to get physical with Russell, but he has great body control and composure. Tough to throw him off his game.
Washington's shot is good.
Well, it's certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
The Mavericks trailing. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. For 3, DiVincenzo. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
And so it's Russell who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Pass to Flag. The 3 ball. And they'll get another chance. The big man Davis attacking.
And what a night. They just keep going to Davis.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. And Dallas with a change here too. Anthony's checked in. Edwards a pass to Washington. Over Flag. Now here's Randall. Back to Washington. And it's Flag with a rebound.
That's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
Christie's shot is off. Minnesota leading by 3. Oh, deflected. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. And over on the leaderboard, the big men who have made the most of their scoring opportunities over the past 10 games. Rudy Gobert on top. Julius Randle is second.
There's a lot of physicality from this group, but also great touch from the field. Most of these guys possess a nice blend of strength and finesse.
Yeah, and what I love is, for the most part, they take high-quality shots within the flow of the offense.
To the middle. Stolen by Davis. DiVincenzo with a steal. Outside for Randall. Back to Washington. And he goes right over Anthony Davis and slams it down.
And This kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play, and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Gets the three to fall.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
On target from range. Washington's got 28 points for the game.
Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter, and his team is thriving as a result.
And that one's good. Flag.
Nice job to recognize the lack of D in that medium range area.
Grant, looking at Cooper Flag, his versatility is what makes him such a highly touted prospect.
Yeah, B.A. Cooper can do a little of everything offensively. He also covers a lot of ground defensively at 6'9". And on top of his balanced skill set, his intangibles are just elite. And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
To the inside. Here's Washington. And Washington powers it through.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Mavericks trail by 5. Outside Davis. Back to Irving. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Ooh, it's Kyrie Irving with a sensational play. Irving's got 12 points in the game. Down low. Randle with the jam.
Wow, Julius Randle. We can feel the floor shaking on that one.
Dallas has gone 4 of 6 from outside. Looking sharp here in the second. Outside Christie. Pass to Davis. They set the screen. Davis using his size at the rim. Minnesota leading by 3. The 3 from Washington. Knocks it down from distance. Washington's got 36 points.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Anthony Edwards. Dallas shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout. Out here, he's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Minnesota with some changes. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Randle. McDaniels comes in for Robinson. And Dillingham subbed in for DiVincenzo. And Dallas with a change here, too. Lively's checked in. And that one misses. And he's good on the second. There's a minute 17 left to play in the first half. Here's Washington. No good there. Excellent D there from Davis. Here's Irving. And Gobert with a block.
He's led the league before in blocks, and Gobert, one of the best.
And here's Edwards outside. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Mavericks trail by 5. Here's Christie. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Anthony Edwards. Dallas shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. That's good from Christie.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Some changes for Minnesota. Julius Randle's checked in for Washington, and Clarkson subbed in for Anthony Edwards.
And that's a good sign. He's getting himself to the line. I really like that here in the second quarter.
Here's Randle. And the rebound goes to Dallas. And this is the first season matchup for them against Minnesota.
This team downed them in last year's conference finals, ultimately ending their championship dreams.
Minnesota's gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Clarkson outside. Clock at 4. Yep, that one's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 3. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Minnesota. They lead by 3. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight with the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're in a close game.
I love how they're running their offense. They look sharp.
Yeah, hitting shots at a high clip. They'll need more of the same to pull away in this one.
Now it's time to check in on how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
It usually takes some time for rookies to adjust, I'm telling you, man. But this group is playing like they've already been here for a while.
Preparation, Kenny. These guys got some good coaching before they arrived.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Here's Irving. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Washington, and it's Dillingham in at the point guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Yeah, when Davis gets that kind of positioning inside, he is pretty much automatic.
Minnesota in the lead. Washington outside. Gets the 3 ball to go. Washington's got 39.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Dallas is shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. Here's Davis. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Davis has got 19 points.
You know, the best thing about AD is he can contribute in every statistical category.
And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, BA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players. So if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you. I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Irving up top. 12 points for him. Washington with the ball. And Davis picks him up defensively. And Washington powers it through.
Great awareness from Ant to locate his teammate for the score.
And Irving has got the ball here for Dallas. They trail by 6. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Anthony Davis talked about what motivates him. He said championships. The things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard. All that stuff matters the most to me. Don't get me wrong, money is amazing, but my legacy will win that battle every time. Brian, back to you.
Priority straight. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Minnesota shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Has to flag. Back to Irving. To win the run. Rebound Minnesota. Washington's got rebound number 7 tonight. Back to Daniels. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Christie. Three-pointer off the mark. The Timberwolves lead by 9. Edwards, a pass to Washington. And he makes it. Washington's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, you have to love the execution, and you have to love the relentlessness.
The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
Pass to Edwards. Inside, Edwards lays it in.
They're really working the paint now.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Here's Irving. 12 points for him. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And B.A., they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
Lively with a screen on Washington. Davis, the pass to Lively. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. Rudy Gobert picks one up. And for all the talk of unicorn centers, a lot to be said for a rim-running big man like Derek Lively, Tim.
Yeah, his mobility fits the modern game, B.A. He can move his feet, which allows him to cover in space. And then, on the break and as a rim roller, watch your head.
And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 14-5 run. Here's Edwards. And it's Flagg with a rebound. Flagg's got 4 rebounds now. Left side, Christie. Pass to Davis. Puts up a 3. Oh, Anthony Davis reigns in the 3.
That rare catch and shoot from AD, but he looked comfortable there.
The 3 from Washington. And it's good. He hits another one. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And so it's Dallas with it. It's a 10-point game.
Applying some pressure with that full court defense.
Now here's Irving. He's got 12. Oh, Davis asserts himself at the rim.
That's just a defensive breakdown. You have to box out Davis.
Washington finds Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Mavericks trail by 10. Shoots from 12. Here's Lively. Pass to Irving. Goes up again. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. Hits yet again. Wow!
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Outside Christie. Irving, a screen on Edwards. To the paint. And finished off by Davis.
I love when they run that action with Davis. It's really hard to stop him in pick and roll.
Washington drives in. And Washington powers it through.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Their offense is cooking right now, and that's because the execution has been there.
Irving, the pass to Christie. Out to the wing, and here's Flag outside. Washington grabs the miss. Washington's got 8 rebounds in the game. Edwards. And the layup is good. Edwards has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Here's Davis. Cranked it in off the glass.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Washington up top. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight. It's rebounded by Dallas. They still have time to make this a game.
But they really need to focus in because they let this game get away from them a little bit. Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. Are we down? I'm below, yeah, I got them. Quick shot, big shot. Shot threes in your face while your wrist locked. Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. Are we down? I'm below, yeah, I got them. Quick shot, big shot. Shot threes in your face while your...
And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Julius Randle's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Brown comes in for McDaniels. Clarkson's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Dillingham. A big group substitution here for Dallas. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Thompson comes in for Anthony Davis. Anthony's checked in for Christie. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Irving.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
Russell, the pass to Anthony. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Inside. Here's Gafford. Yep, that one goes. And here's Randle. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They've led by as many as 14. When this one's in the books, they'll be off to Sacramento, taking on the Kings. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Pass to Anthony. Gafford with a screen on Clarkson. Wing shot on the way. Another one falls for Dallas.
Well, he's had it rolling all night. He just hasn't had enough support to give them the lead.
Washington passes to Clarkson. Fires for 3. Anthony grabs the board. Here's the teardrop, and he sinks the layup. Anthony's got 9.
Watching the trajectory on a floater never gets old. One of the most fun ways to score that this league has.
And so it's Minnesota, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be back in a moment. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, so impressive for a big guy to make a find like a guard.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. On the court right now for the Mavericks, we've got Anthony Davis. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Cole Anthony. Then it's Daniel Gafford, and it's Christie in at the small forward position. Anthony, the pass to Gafford. That one goes. Count it.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
This is what the fans came to see.
Good! That's another bucket.
And it's 60 points again for him. Can't believe he's done it 3 times.
That's right. And now he's tied for the 3rd most 60-point games in a single campaign. Davis with a screen on DiVincenzo. Russell from outside. Hauled in by Brown. The Timberwolves lead by 10. To the inside. And Washington with the basket on the assist by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo's got his 4th assist with that last one. The Mavericks shooting a solid 53% from the floor. It's Anthony on the take. There's Davis with the 3. Hauled in by Brown. For Minnesota, they've gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the 4th. Randall deciding where to go with it. Washington outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. Nails it from 3.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, we talk about winning basketball all the time and what it looks like. Well, that defense right there, that's the opposite of that.
Yeah, this is how powerful Davis is. Awesome at capitalizing with the dunk.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Some changes for Minnesota. Clark comes in for Brown, and it's Anthony Edwards in for Clarkson. Clark with a screen on Davis. Washington drives in, and Washington powers it through.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Now Russell. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Washington's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Well, Legs, when we talk about current players, who are the guys you want taking the shot with the game on the line right now?
Well, certainly the tried and true, like Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant. You can't go wrong there. Or a multi-time MVP in Nikola Jokic.
Down low. And Davis gets it to go. Davis has got 17 now, just in the second half.
He's been shooting with great consistency tonight. Love to see that confident play on offense.
Washington outside. Clark with a screen on Davis. Here's Washington. And Washington powers it through.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Anthony finds Russell. Here's Gafford. Anthony outside. Washington grabs the miss. Washington's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's DiVincenzo, and the layup is good off the glass. DiVincenzo's got 8 here in this quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Anthony, the pass to Christie. Anthony against Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Christie. Fires the 3. Randall pulls down the board. And here's Minnesota now. They're on an 18-6 run. Pass to Washington. Good. He hits again.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. And as NBA franchise values continue to skyrocket, it's pretty amazing to see, isn't it, Legs?
It really is. And even if you're LeBron James, who has said he may want to own a team in the future, he may even need some help footing that bill. It is pricey.
Adding zeros by the decades.
And that's the kind of veteran awareness you get from AD, always keeping his eye on the outside when he has the ball.
To the paint. Here's Washington. Oh, another one falls. 71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. McDaniels comes in for Clark. Dallas also making some changes. Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. Flagg comes in for Anthony. And Kyrie Irving is subbed in for Russell. Washington against Davis. Here's Lively. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
First free throw is good. Well, a lot of eyes focused on NBA officiating, but where their eyes are focused is also a top.
Yeah, the league's able to track officials' position on the court and even tell where they're looking. And you cross-check that with the results and train them where to be and where to keep watching.
Dillingham's checked in for Minnesota.
That is textbook rim protection from Davis. Going after the ball without making contact on the shooter.
Back to Irving. The 3. The triple drops.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Washington against Davis. He launches. Oh, the shot is off.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
The shot is money.
Well, they're on the right path now, but still in a pretty big hole.
And they seem to have found something out there. I like the confidence they're playing with.
And yes, another basket.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Flag outside. Here's Davis. Oh, the stuff.
Well, that's AD at his best, playing big and finishing at the rim.
Got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Davis.
Well, it's a miracle that pass wasn't picked off. Instead, it goes out of bounds.
Washington outside. And granted, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
Mavericks trail by 16.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here.
Oh, man!
Look out below. That was filthy. When Davis hammers it down, you feel the impact from here.
Now Washington.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And that one falls for Washington. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Julius Randle's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Naz Reid comes in for McDaniels. Robinson, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And Jordan Clarkson subbed in for Dillingham. And it's Anthony with the ball for Dallas. They trail by 16. For three. Puts up the tray. Rebounded by Clarkson. Oh, he jammed it.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
And it's the Mavericks ball. Anthony feeling it out a bit. From 13 feet. Washington with a rebound. And good. There's another.
Incredible. 81 on the night. Channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There's no slowing this guy down. He's on fire. Ooh, using two hands to power it down. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it. So it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. That win brings them to a 3-0 start for the group play stage of the NBA Cup.
And now they're focused on getting a clean sweep over their group before moving on to knockout rounds.
And that'll do it, folks. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. So long, everyone.
MP, right here. Come on. I'm sure I'm going to regret this, but Frank.
There we go. All right. Okay, MP, the way you responded after getting called out pre-game, I mean, have you ever considered paying someone to follow you wherever you go, insulting you at every step along the way? Because I think that might work for you.
Well, Frank, I'd rather live a peaceful life than deal with haters all day. Life just doesn't work that way, though. So if someone's gonna talk, I'm gonna shut them up. Period.
Okay, shutting up. Finally.
Thank you, Frank.
MP right here.
I
Quick
got a
question
question
back here.
Get after it, MP.